Hey, what's up, guys? Sorry, literally the 11th hour to do this recap. Been super busy, lots of a lot of meetings at work today. So let's see what I did. So I traded a number of different stocks. I traded BBB, Bed Bath and Beyond, later in the day. So what I did here was I saw that the stock was running up, and then it has this huge run up on the 5 minute. You see this level here, and so I took it on the short side. This is like one huge hyperbolic move, simply because of whatever market reasons it is, and so for me, when a stock makes a move that's like this extreme, it's going to come back down. And so I took it on the short side here, and then added more to it at the very pinnacle. On the flush, I just got all out right here. This is where it kind of bounced because of such a big move. I didn't want to get caught on the rebound if it continues to go higher. It did not. It actually went all the way back down to VWAP and pretty much negated this big 5 minute candlestick here. But to me, that's pretty much like a scalp. So I took that. For BILI, I kind of screwed up this play. Took it on the short side, it dropped, and then I covered it. But I also did a similar thing in the very early morning when it popped. I took it on the short side because of this level. And also on the 15 minute, there was SMA here. But I totally screwed up this one because it did drop quite a bit. If we go to the 1 minute here, and I kind of covered on the way up instead of down, so I could have made like an extra $50 down here somewhere, but I was anticipating a bigger move down in this, so I got out really quickly once I saw that hey, it's coming back up, because typically what happens is if a stock is this strong at the very first level, it will probably keep on running up, and so that's basically what this stock did. It just kept on running up. Also on the daily, you see here, it almost broke all-time high up here. So not a good way to go against the larger time frame trend. So yeah, that's that on BILI. BYND, I took it a couple times. So this one I also screwed up on in the early morning. I took it on the short side. Again, I could cover it down here. Instead, I covered it on the way up. Which is fine. So once it kind of finished its move, it took too long to actually recover all the way down past VWAP. So that was my intent. I was hoping it would do that, but it didn't, and it kind of bounced off of this level for a while. And then later on, it did a run up. I did set a level way up here. Let's see here, 1. So I did set a level way up here, and again, it did drop further than where I had it, which is on the run up. Could have covered here, but I kind of missed it. So yeah, so I covered on the way up. It did break this and then came back down, but not a good way to wait for it. I might have taken it again if I saw that it was struggling on the 2nd minute. Definitely on the 3rd one, as it looked like it was weak, I would have taken it, but I didn't, so it is what it is. So that was BYND. GSX, didn't really like this, cost me money, but I'm glad I got out because took it on the short side, hoping for the flush. The flush never came. It was actually really high up. It's basically had a really big run, GSX. That didn't come. It looked like it was going against me, and so I stopped out for a small loss. Otherwise, if I held it, it would be, factors of hundreds and not coming back down. So that's that. NIO, my bread and butter. So NIO played it a few times, usually on scalps. Went short, added, covered, and then I went short again, thinking it would come back down. I should have covered some, it did not. And then it continues to run up, and I kept adding to it just because of the, vastly parabolic move again of the stock. It came back down, and I covered. I think it's easier to see here on the 5 minute. So it came back down, and I covered it right at VWAP here. And then I tried to take it on the short side again. It covered some, but this really pretty much break even. Didn't really do much. PLTR. this I took, let's just look at the 5-minute. I took it here right at the 3107 level, thinking it would come down. It did a bit, but it ran back up. So I covered part of my position here, but on the run up, I kept adding to it, and then it went for the flush. So, but I had to wait quite a bit for the flush. So here, so that's how it looked like. So I went up, added a small size here after I covered it, and then I added more here as it was struggling, and then added more pinnacle on the down. I covered. I over covered here with the short, so over covered, so I sold it back out. Retrospect, probably shouldn't have, because then it just made a huge run back up. So if I were paying more attention, I would see that SMA is coming up here after I covered all, and I made a mistake. I should have just waited a bit, just because of level of support. SMA, the bounce was likely to come. TSM, lost money on this one. So in the open, I took it on a short side. I covered right away because it looked like it was going to go back up. And then I took it short again, which is really stupid because it was going back up. Why would you go back in? I don't know. I went back in because I want to give them money back. So that's what happened here. Ran up, and then I gave back some profit. So it became a loss. So anyway, but this is small. This is like pretty much break even, like $3 or whatever. And then I gave back more money. But anyway, and so I'm very glad I stopped out, because on the 5-minute, look what happened. Huge run up. And I pretty much have to wait the whole day to get it back down if I were to do that, which is something you should not do. So anyway, all right, so that's my day. Hope you guys have a good weekend. Peace out.